What's up, guys? Time for another update from the cave. Here we go. I know the big question these days is Regents exams. Here's what I could tell you. Expect an announcement tomorrow. I'm sure if you guys go searching around on the internet, it's not going to take you long to see that the chairperson, or excuse me, the chancellor of the New York State Board of Regents made a statement earlier today, but she also mentioned that an official statement from the New York State Board of Regents is coming tomorrow. But if you look at her quotes from today, they kind of tell you what to expect. So I don't want to break any news and tell you officially that a certain thing is happening, but I could tell you that based on her comments today that are in the news stream, and you can find them if you Google, if you look hard enough, you could expect some big news tomorrow on the Regents. So I'll just kind of leave it at that for now. Um, Other news today, Governor Cuomo announced that schools will be closed until April 29th. Now, our district has been taking cues from the governor as far as when we're closed. So I want to stress that the district has not announced anything formally that we will continue to be closed, but the governor has announced that he would like to see schools closed until April 29th at the earliest. So I'm just telling you that that's what he's saying. I'm not telling you that our district has officially made that announcement. Just want to be very clear about that. But once we have some more information about what our district is saying with regard to that, I will pass that along to you. Quick reminder, makeup work is due by April 10th. Okay, so that's, as long as I get it April 10th, before midnight that night, I'll count it. All right, because they're giving us the weekend to grade it, and then fourth quarter starts on Monday, April 13th. So as long as I get it by the end of the day on the 10th, you're good. So just something to keep in mind. Usually in a quarter, we have 10 weeks worth of assignments and grades and classwork and assessments and writing assignments and so on and so forth. We have 10 weeks worth of that stuff usually. Now, it's important to note that because we closed, we only have 5 weeks worth of stuff instead of our usual 10. So, what we need to understand about that is that means that each individual assignment that we did complete prior to the school closing is going to count more than it normally would if we had a full quarter. All right. So I don't want you going along thinking that, yeah, I'm missing one or two classwork assignments. It's not really that big deal. It's not really that big a deal. It's not going to affect my grade because there's so many fewer assignments in the grade book this quarter than usual. Each assignment does weigh a lot and it counts a lot. So make sure you guys are continuing to email me for your missing work if you haven't already. A lot of you guys are on that, and I'm happy to see that. Again, email me for your missing work if you haven't already. Um, there's some information floating around out there about the school moving to a 9 period schedule that students will actually have to follow throughout the day. Like, you're supposed to be doing certain things at certain times. And some students had emailed me and, are asking specific questions about that schedule that they somehow got a hold of. And I can tell you that the district is kind of in the process of rolling out a set of protocols for distance learning with new material and how grading is going to work and so on and so forth. So a lot of those details about attendance, about grading, about schedule and all that stuff is still kind of up in the air, and they've released some information to us, but a lot of teachers have a lot of questions, and that was also before some of the other news that kind of broke today. So we will see what the district does with regard to that stuff as we move forward. So we're waiting for some answers on some of the details on that. So a lot of your questions we don't necessarily have answers to yet. So we're working on getting them. So sit tight for that. Other students have actually emailed me asking me about if they can get into the building because they have stuff that's there in their lockers and stuff like that. What I can tell you is that according to the district, there's no building entry going to happen this week. Okay. So today through April 10th, don't expect to be able to get into the building for any reason. It's my understanding that the district will kind of readdress the need for students to get into the building come next week, obviously they're going to have to let some people in there at some point. I mean, it just stands to reason. But when that is, it might not be for a while. Who knows? But I can tell you that as of right now, there's no scheduled entry to the building this week, and they will readdress it moving forward. All right, so that's a lot of information. Just to recap, pay attention tomorrow for news about the regents from the New York State Board of Regents, okay? That's all I'm going to say. Extended closure until April 29th, according to Cuomo, not according to the district. So stay tuned for district news regarding extended closure. Makeup work is due by April 10th at the latest. So anything I get up until the end of the day, April 10th, will be counted towards third quarter. Anything after April 10th, I cannot accept. All right, that's district guidelines. Um, we'll have more information for you about a 9 period schedule, grading, and how distance learning with grades that count are going to work. We'll have more information from you for you as soon as we get it. We're working on gathering that, and as of right now, there's no entry to the building still. So that's all I got for you guys for now. If anybody has any other questions, I don't know if I have any other information that I didn't pass along. I don't think so, but you can email me, or you could just ask on the stream on Google Classroom. So I'll try to get to you guys that way. And again, whenever I get new information that I think you guys would care about, I'm happy to pass it along for you. So anything new I learn, I'll pass along. I hope everyone's staying safe. And again, one last reminder: if you haven't emailed me asking for missing work yet, please do so. It's got to be in by April 10th. All right. I hope everybody's okay and staying safe. And again, if there's anything I could do for you guys, don't hesitate to ask. All right. Whether it's school related or something else. All right. I'm here to help you guys out if you need me. All right. So you could just hit me up on email. All right. And I'll come running. So I hope everybody's staying safe. I hope everybody's family's okay. And we'll see you when I see you later.